I'm here to talk about Space Fleet Underground, the current iteration of wherever it is that I'm going. This face here wants to explain on camera the things that have gone on in the back of his mind, so they may find center to where to go next. I have a game. It's not a game. It's called Mini Golf. Its history with Daniel Garrett at the LDS Washington Square branch. The game was created with all the parts around us, materials and resources. There were many games, card and board games. We use these pieces, cards, to make and such, to make a hole for a marble to get hit into with a popsicle stick. At some level, it is to heal the sacral chakra. Your lower back, part that has so many back pains when you don't have enough of that part of your needs. I'll get into why later on those particular foundations. The hope for Space Fleet Underground, well, a network and dream of home TV shows and movies. We hope to make our families wealthy. One of its aims and goals is Space Fleet Academy. Longer name. Acad-O-Me-Universe. A computer-aided design. Oh, me? You? Universe. A T, a tie. Universe tie. I've been fighting editing for quite a while. Scripting, more like it. Too much going on, not enough throat chakra. I don't feel like I know what's going on, because every time I do, the whole thing falls apart, and now I no longer know what's going on. Describe what I thought went on, but now I'm no longer sure. Suddenly sin is not real, and I don't know how to accuse people of such. The law is a good way, the way I feel is a good way. There are things growing up in the schools and experiencing the rejection of higher education that I perceived and heard about. That was not satisfactory to my education, and to what seemed to be anyone else's. From my philosophical foundation, going through my own personal history in life, I now have a school and framework for one to keep costs low, to help provide for actual focus on a child's actual wants and desires of education and needs, hopes and dreams. And hopefully a way to completely militarize the whole thing. So you can sit at home doing nothing and get paid for it. So we never have to go to war. The hopeful result of Space Fleet Academy is Space Fleet HQ, an Earth-centered, omni-galactic government for our planet, three-dimensionally, for spacefaring races, six-dimensionally, for spiritual entities, ninth dimensionally, and for all God's children, 10th dimensionally. The expertise others have, those who I've perceived outside of myself, make theirs seem more worthy. I don't know if that is what we need, as we are the ones that are around, whether we are worthy or not. Those who are not worthy could be supported in their own places of work, or help provided for, so that they can join us in our work. Hopefully without alienating anyone. And now here in Space Fleet Underground, the spacecraft I have built longer story. It's named the Leahona. It is both a directional finder and more a balancing creator. Our brains are like spacecrafts, and they have to navigate like birds. Left brain, right brain balance. The left brain a more male person, and the right brain a more feminine person. A man and wife. In one human body. A human couple. A nation divided against itself cannot stand, and a human body divided against itself will never stand. This temple has many positions in it. comes to what is commonly known as entertainment. sPAce we had hoped to turn into more a coordinatory interface platform for all of our computing needs, to replace Windows, Macintosh, or Linux, so that your computer can boot up as a video game console and interact on the internet, the local and broad nets, so that you can fly through computers and get from where you want to go in the means that you want to get there. To tabulate your points and awards, your experience and creations, to help bring those interested in your work to you. And hopefully eventually not only remove money from our system, but taxes. Does that make sense? Remove taxes from our system, but money. Star Trek has been a great influence. But my body is a spacecraft. My home is a spacecraft. My room was a spacecraft. My community is a spacecraft. My church is a spacecraft. My county, my state, my country, their countries, our planet, our solar system, our galaxy, our local sector, our local super universe, paradise center, anything else that comes out of God. There are visuals all over the place, but not in this room. My first step is to get my life moving, so that it can have enough radiative effect to work together. I would love to bitch and complain, but it is not the time. Until I have visuals, I don't have much to talk about. I can continue talking. Maybe I thought I needed an outline, a plan, which is what this is fighting and helping. Not only does this get to be a form of journal, as it is illustrated to others with the camera and the potential audience as motivation. became every movie that I have ever watched, including Jesus Christ. And I resolved what I thought was my good and evil problem. And my only other problem became other. There's a lot of protective humor in the way. You just did not understand. History, not prepared. The goal was to organize the internet. Prayers to God, my own revelation, whatever one calls that. And discovery of chakras as legitimate, particularly through quantum theoretic thought, multi-dimensions, and actually beginning to perceive what to do and where to go, even if I don't know where to go or what to do. Because I'm right here. The answer. It's me. It's you. It's iCHRIST. My brain feels stupid saying that. Maybe because no one's saying it together. Like, wait a minute. Am I the only one? Did I birth Jesus? Did I birth 666? And who's gonna win that war? Oh wait, it's already won? And Jesus did it? Who is that guy? I hear they use a lot of different names and languages to speak his name. Who's? Jesus! I thought his name was Hercules. Did Jesus have a son named Hercules? There's higher gods on those mythological trees. A large part of discussion is hearing the good and evil ones, and the fear that my evil one will hurt you. We're already dead. That's what life is. I had felt the need of the government was to hear what you have to say. Both for myself and for the American government. The government I created to replace the world government, one that begins as the Space Fleet Underground and eventually becomes the world community. It is Jesus' plan, sort of. It's also the Antichrist plan, sort of. What level are you on in a game of multidimensional chess? The universe is static. It goes and never moves. I am always right here, no matter where I am. But this was a different location than where I was when I first set here. But I've always been where I am, even when my body moves. Though relative to everything else, the heart absolutely bend and move, even if it is an actual physical crushing of a person. It's a physics thing, I believe. My apologies for any doubts that show through. My infrastructure is not completely built. I had to do that from the inside out. Meditation and things. Drugs, I don't know where their value is absolutely, particularly for those who do not want to use drugs. But medications, so I don't know what we're really commenting on. Trying to resolve the problem without becoming one. Telepathy. New experience. No one else seemed to want to talk to me straight. Is that just me talking to my memories? And when I went multi-personality, was I supposed to be Jesus Christ with my 12 zodiacal constellations to keep all the different people types together? Are the scientists hitting me because I did try to become one person, but I'm not allowed to be Jesus Christ, righteous, or God? But against the law is the law of God, the Holy Trinity, 666. Is Jesus that middle guy that goes up through the middle of the RGB circles where the white is? Or is that just me? That's what I did. Broke into the Holy Trinity, to the Godhead, because I had a 3-brain system. A hindbrain, a mammalian brain, and a prefrontal cortex. The Holy Spirit of the hindbrain. All the way in the background, suffering even if you aren't willing to admit it. The mammalian brain, as you become a greater intelligence with emotions and things. And it becomes sort of simulation-like. And the prefrontal cortex, when we go, oh, the crap, I have to control that thing. I got above us. When we put it all together, I feel like we have no control at all. Get it in my own way. I'm my own worst enemy. Makes me the devil, right? Or is that the red root chakra? Color the devil after all. The evil. The evil. They call her Kundalini, mother goddess snake, in the Hindu religion. The feminine aspect? I don't know all of their teachings. Minimally, the LDS Church practically called her a whore. And through other revelations on that thought. But are they all just stories? And is Marvel Avengers just as good as the Bible? It is a battle between Jesus Christ and the devil, after all. Were you watching the people on earth, like Jesus Christ? Or were you watching iCHRIST, the one that actually was? Even Jesus had to pray. What P-rays are you on? Can you hear me? You guys may have enjoyed a more coarse activity. I tried to remove those parts from the schedule so you would not have to suffer, both me and you. The guys that would love to speak don't have enough attention. Teaching attention. On my own personal list, I have the Sloan family ranch I want to take care of. My father Ken and stepmother Janet's home. I am currently in their back house in Orcutt, California, where there is land to maintain and power dynamics to understand. I wanted to maintain them also so that I could be prepared for that on my own life. space fleet was me creating my own government for my own self, and this is our news report. We are in Capitano's quarters, where I'm a captain of the ABC Little Pirate Ship of Death, but not .xyz. I've been running a church as a philosopher, because priests are bad, because you need credentials for those things, and God said, no you don't. It is what Beastmark is, and everyone gets it. They believe that I do not know myself as God. The terms and vibrations that the term God creates on me is the only thing that holds me back. Holding your guys' experiences while mine is right there. Perceptual thing. I don't know where else he was supposed to be. Don't seem to know how to puppet my body correctly. To learn that. It's like walking, but more extreme. If this is a news report, we're leaving this at 3 minutes. We're at 30 minutes. It is 27:33 at the moment. So we're coming to the end of our broadcast, our thin cast, our straight cast. I wasn't intended on fishing, so please don't use that word cast again. Thanks for being part of my family. As we go on, we'll learn about our marriage and how it was always there. Our views and conditions on any dimensional intercourse. Interlog? Where are we as a real people? Where do we want to go? Because I can't quite find the entire plan on the internet. I thought it'd be nice to put it on the table so we can play Star Trek. Star Wars? We're all hovering over a nice little table that our computers can help give us access to. The Knights of the Round Table. Only King Arthur can pick up the sword, and it's only you, and every one of you. If you're willing to stand up and do the job, then it can get done. If not, we don't want you for slaves, but you may be a slave anyway, saying yes or no. So, I would love to see you guys again, and I look forward to seeing you here again, actually producing. That if this was a TV show, this story would be very interesting, very profitable, very intriguing. Formats are intended to change. Life is intended to become more. It'd be great if I can keep this moving correctly. This is my HD camera. I also have a tablet camera, both with varying audio and video qualities. So we'll see how everything turns out. I'm going to see you tonight, today, this evening, whatever time it is for you, for me, for the others. Until then, I have 20 seconds to hold out for so I can press the stop button, the red stop button on my Cheese webcam software to go. And with now 10 seconds left, I can continue speaking and get things going. We will be removing things like cons, Ks, S's, maybe B's, and good night.